Hey, what's up? I'm Roland from Roland Sands Design. I am so stoked to bring you this grouping of FTR 1200 parts. We really built the parts that we wanted to build for ourselves. Matter of fact, not only do we build the parts we build for ourselves, but we race on these parts as well. I'm going to pass you over to Cameron Brewer. He's going to give you a quick review of our FTR 1200 race parts.
This here is one of our RSD Super Hooligan Indian FTR 1200 race bikes. This is a stock Indian FTR 1200 with all of the parts that we're now offering for sale. So as you can see, our gas tank, our tail section, our number plate mounts, shortened swing arm, and increased offset triple clamps. Basically, we are racing stock Indian FTR 1200s with these parts on them, and we're really happy to be able to bring these things to the market for other people that want to take one of these brand new awesome motorcycles flat track racing. Everything's going to be sold separately, but kind of comes together as a cohesive look. But you can pick and choose what you want to use for whatever it is you're building. We have an aluminum fuel cell gas tank that replaces the stock plastic gas tank that goes underneath the seat. We have an aluminum fuel cell, bolts right into the stock subframe area, retains all of your stock bodywork, stock gas cap, stock fuel pump, and then your tail section can bolt right to the top of it. If we created a smaller fuel cell that bolts right onto the stock bike, you do need to have to drill out a couple of threads in the frame, but not the end of the world. For us, the main reason for really needing to do the gas tank was obviously for seating position and amount of tail section for proper style and ergonomics, but more than anything, it was so we could shorten up the swing arms and really shorten the wheelbase. So this is our FTR 1200 direct bolt-on 3-inch shortened swing arm that we developed with C&J Racing. It's all made out of thin wall chrome ollie, includes axle adjusters, axle, swing arm bolt, and bearings ready to bolt onto your bike. With our kit, you run the gas tank, the tail, and the seat that we sell all go right in and blend right into the stock airbox side panels. As you see, you've got a saddleman seat that we had specially made and developed for our race team for all of our riders. Gets your seat up a little bit higher, still a little bit lower than stock, but higher than just having a thin flat track style seat. The number plate mounts bolt right onto the side and give you a couple of small side number plates off the side of the bike. Moving on to the front end, another critical part for the Indian in order to flat track it was to fix the front geometry of the bike to get the bike to steer in and initiate a corner and slide really well. In order to do that, you either need to derake the frame, which in hooligan racing and most of you guys on the street aren't going to want to chop up your stock frame. So instead you can adjust the trail by making changes to the fork offset from the steering stem to the forks. Our new triple clamps are available in black and gold anodized, and they have mounts for a stock headlight or for a race number plate. This triple clamp kit includes multiple offset eccentrics, so you can fine tune how you like your front end to feel or how you want your chassis set up. They come with a fixed 65mm offset. That's with a 0 offset eccentric for the stem. You can change these eccentrics out. These are all included, all the options. You can see the different offset. You have a 0 offset, a 5mm offset, and a 9mm offset. These slide into your upper and lower triple clamp to change the offset of your forks for the handling. All these being included in the kit lets you, depending on what you're running, and really fine tune it for yourself. So it's upper and lower triple clamp, pull back risers, which help get the risers a little bit closer to you. Available for 1 1/8 bars, just like stock. Includes a steering stem, a lower steering stem bearing, adjustable steering stops, a mount for your stock brake line even. We also have, along with it, these billet brackets that allow you to run your stock headlight. So if you're building a street tracker and you want to have a race feel and race handling, but running the bike on the street, this stuff would work good and lets you keep the stock headlight mounted on the bike. Another great part about our triple clamps is the increased steering radius. Our triple clamp setup, by increasing the offset, it pushes the forks further away from the steering stem of the bike, which lets you steer further. With our setup, you actually have a full 90 degrees of steering. That's 45 degrees each direction from left to right. It's a big deal from when you're crossed up coming into a corner, sliding backing it into a turn. The last thing you ever want to do is run out of steering. So these give you a lot to save a high side, basically. Extra steering does help you quite a bit on the street and in the dirt. Well, that's it for the FTR 1200 race line. Be sure to check RolandSands.com for more information and pricing. See you on the racetrack.